Hi guitar mates, I hope you are all doing very well. Today I'm going to show you how the pros use harmony with the aid of some classic tracks. So after watching the video you will understand how they work and be able to create your own exciting harmony lines. So what do we mean by the term harmony? Well, a guitar harmony is any guitar line played simultaneously with the melody. Doesn't repeat the melody exactly, but rather complements it. It follows the same rhythm and fits over the same chords, but its notes are different. While a song can only have one main melody, it can have any number of harmonies. So let's use the C major scale as an example. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a line in the C major scale. I'm going to be playing this. So I'm playing a B, C, D, E, F, G and back down again. Now to create the harmony, I'm going to be on the B note there and we're going to start it 3 notes higher in the C major scale. So I have got the B, C, D. That is the 3rd note. Now it's got to be what we call diatonic, so I can only use the notes from the C major scale. And many people think that just to play the harmony, I just have to move up to the 3rd note and I can play the same pattern. I can play when I'm over there doing this. I can go up here and go. But it doesn't work because we've got down there, we are taking a note, we're getting a flat note across there, and as we move up, we've got another flat, we've got a flat there. So we have to play it diatonically. So that means the line that I'm going to be playing is I'm going to be starting off on the D, and I'm going across to the E, to the F, G, B, sorry, G, A, and then to the B. So what I'm going to do, I have created a loop of that track. I am going to play the harmony over the top of it and you can hear how great it sounds. Let's do it again. Sounds real nice, doesn't it? Really does have a great sound. Now, what I'm going to do is show you how to play the next harmony starting from the 5th note. And the notes we're going to be using is going to be the F, because that is the 5 notes up from that. So we're going to be playing the F, the G, the A, B, C, and then across to the D. So let's put that loop back on. Now we can also stack the harmonies. What I've created in the loop is I'm playing both the harmonies I've demonstrated from the 1st position and the 3rd position, and I am going to be playing over the top of them the 3rd harmony line. So it's going to go like this. And again. How good does that sound? It really does sound nice. Creating them dynamic harmonies that we've got there, stacking the different intervals on top of each other. And what we're going to do now, we are going to check out a couple of classic songs that are highlighting the use of harmony. And the first one we're going to look at, well, you've already heard it in the intro. Public Enema #1 by Iron Maiden. It's a great harmony intro. I'll just play through what is being played by Yannick Gears, and then we'll discuss the harmony, and then we'll do a demonstration of it like you heard at the beginning. So the lick goes like this. That's the main core of the lick there. Now the song itself is in the key of E minor. E minor is the relative minor of G major. G major is only got one sharp, which is the F sharp. So whenever we're playing an F, we are going to be pushing it up a half tone. We're going to play an F sharp. Now, the line starts off, it literally does start off on the E note. So, like the old rule says, what key we're in? Look at the first note. First note, E. Okay. In this case, we're in E minor. So, we are going to be sliding into the E, but we're coming in on the 9th fret, on the G string. Then we're going to cross over, and here is our F sharp. So we get... There's the F sharp, to the G, up to the A. So, back down to the A again, and we're going to slide up to the B. Like that. So we go. Then, because we are in the key of E minor, we are moving up a bend, but because we're only bending, we want to get diatonic with this. We're only going to do a half tone bend because we're just going to bend to the C. So again, bending up there to the C, back down, and then we're going to slide it from the 10 back up to the 12, slide back down to the 9. So that's our first one, and then we repeat it. It's just the end of it is different. We bend up and we slide back to the B. So that's the first part of the lick. What we do then, we repeat, we go back. Again. Now this time we are just going to descend back down the scale. So we're doing. So we're just going 10, 8, 7 on the B. Finishing back on that E note on that 9th fret. Then we got this there. We're going to just do a pick, hammer on, pull off on the G string 9/11 and slide down to the 7th fret, the A. That's our line. That's what Yannick Gears is playing. But what we are more interested in this lesson is what has been played by Dave Murray to create the harmony. Well, most harmony lines that Iron Maiden use are created using the third interval. So we're going to be playing 3 notes, starting 3 notes, up from that original E. So if we count through, we've got E being the 1, F sharp being the 2. So if our information is correct, we should be starting from the G note. And the line that he starts from, funny enough, is the G. That is the line that's been played by Dave Murray. Now, it sounds a little bit strange because we are playing diatonically, but the interval distances, the shifts between the notes are slightly different because we're coming from here. There is that note, that is that G, and we're going across to the A. But we're still playing harmonically correct to it. Now, here's the change that you've always got to be conscious of when you're doing these harmonies. We are got to do a bend. We know we've got to do a bend. We saw that in the first lick. We only did a half tone bend before because we was bending from the B to the C. But now, got to do a bend, but we got to bend from the D to the E, so we have a half tone. Got a full tone bend coming in there. So that line. So we play that through. And again. Same thing. This time, instead of going back down, we do that bend and we move back up to the D note. We repeat the line. And then that little line running down. Back down the scale. So we're back on the G. Then we got the little hammer on. Last time we moved by 2 frets, didn't we? This time, can't go by 2 frets. That would take us to the F natural. We got the F sharp. So at this stage now, everything that we've done between the 2 lines is diatonically correct. We've just repeated the entire phrase 3 notes higher. So what we're going to do now, we are going to put it into the looper and we are going to play against the original line that Yannick played, and you can really hear how good it sounds. Now we're going to look at probably one of the greatest guitar harmonies ever recorded. The Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy. Now, the section I'm referring to is in the closing outro section, and just to remind you how good it is, here is a quick snippet from the Phil Lynott tribute concert back in 2005. Studio recording, they used a total of 6 guitar tracks to create that incredible harmony. Now the song itself is in the key of A, however they do tune down a half step, but for all intents and purposes they're still playing in the A scale position. Now the method they use to create the melodic line is based on the first and the third and the fifth notes of the A major triad. So if we think of an A major, we have got the first, the third and the fifth. Another way to look at it through this song, if you think of just a standard A major chord, they are using the harmony they're playing through is centered across them notes. Now, the lower line, which is played continually through the song, goes like this. At the same time that is being played, we have the first of the melodic lines playing by the band, which goes like this. Now, that is being played through that A major triad, because of the core of the notes that you're playing there, he's going to be playing an A, the C sharp, and the E. Using 2 other notes just to create that nice little melody, but really what we got there, just working simply up that A scale. Now that is really the core of this line that has been played. The two guitars play all the way through. Now, if you was playing this live or you were playing this with a friend, one of you would be playing that line continually to create this melody. I am going to put the loop on the initial bass line that is being played. When I call the bass, I'm not talking B-A-S-S, I'm talking B-A-S-E, bass line. So I'm going to play that on the loop, and then I'm going to join in with that melodic piece that I've just said, which is playing over the A major triad. So it goes like this. Really does sound extremely good. Right, the next melody line that we're playing is played across the third notes up from the initial triad. So we have got started with that C sharp, and the line that they're playing goes like this. Like that. Now, what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to put the harmony looper on. I'm going to have both the lines that we've already looked at playing, and I'm going to insert that over the top of it. So this line is based around the fifth, again using the equivalent notes of fifth highest. So we have got the E, across to the A, up to the C sharp. That's the core, but he's playing it up here. Now if we think about the cage system, we think about, we've got, and he's extending across up to the C sharp there, but the lick itself played round there, played over the top of that. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to put the track on with the more layered harmonies. I'm going to play over the top of that. Even better. So the next one we're talking about is an octave from where we started from. So we are playing the notes that are included in this, but the line goes so. Again, what I'm going to do, put the backing track on with the layers, and we're going to place that one over the top of it. Now, I am led to believe there is one more, which is taking the second octave, and we've got this line. So we're getting. So let's just try that. Let's just stick it on the top and listen to all of these layers together. Does sound good, doesn't it? It just kind of reminds you of the great orchestrations that you heard Queen do. Just on the guitar lines that Brian will put together, but that just sounds so good. Now, obviously, you're not going to have 6 guitarists on the stage together. So what you will do when you play that live, you will just be playing this line. One will be doing. Then you're going to move on to the next line. The second guitarist starts with that. Then the guitarist is going to move on to that next one. Then up. And then. And if you want. Now for the final one, we are going to look at a harmony line that doesn't follow the standard rules of the 1-3-5. This was created by none other than Jimmy Page, and it's from that classic track Black Dog. And we're talking about the harmony section that appears towards the end of the song before we go into that great guitar solo. But just to remind ourselves of the lick, it goes like this. What Jimmy played over the top of it sounds really bizarre. It goes like this. What he's doing there, he's basing it around the fourth interval from the key of A minor. Now, if that was the case, if anybody's eagle-eyed and spotted that, why is there a C sharp in there? And that was the thing that Jimmy did that was different, that one note that was different to it. If it'd been an A minor, it should have been a C natural, but he didn't. Jimmy just seemed to prefer putting in that C sharp. There's been a debate about this. Some people love it, other people hate it. Me, I'm one of them. You could take it either way. It doesn't really spoil it for me. It is just a very, very strange harmony line. What I'm going to do, I am going to put the initial track into the loop, and then I'm going to play that harmony over the top of it. Does sound a little bit different, doesn't it? It's got a strange flavour to it, but of course he plays that through. When they play that live, well, I do hope you enjoyed yourself with this video, and I hope you've got a greater understanding of how you can create harmonies and how harmonies are put together to get these great sounds. Now, harmonies, of course, as I'm sure you've noticed, are very hard to do when you're by yourself. So what I have done, with the link below, I have given you access to all of the little backing track sections that I have used throughout this lesson. So you click on that link, it takes you to my premium channel, and you will have access to all of these little snippets that I've used. That way you can really have some fun playing through these lines. If you did enjoy the video, do me a big favour. Hit that like button. Really smash that button now. Go on, do it now. Of course, if you really want to help support and let this channel grow more, why not click on that subscribe button? Anyway, I'm going to let you go for now. But until the next time, this is Jeff Sinker, wishing all of you well, and I'll speak to you again real soon. Until then, goodbye.